Eh? Yes. So I'm just showing the world what we been going through under the Dominica Labour Party led by Skerrit. As you can see, since since Hurricane Maria 5 years ago, people of Bagatelle, Fonshenja, been suffering under this government. They're waiting for help. After the international community sent millions, if it's not billions, to Dominica, and 5 years later, people are waiting. And all this money was sent to Dominica to help Dominicans. To help Dominicans one way or the other. And 5 years later, the people are there. It's like they are begging for help. It's like they are begging for help. We have houses in Fonshenja in Bagatelle. This is the legacy of Kenneth Darrow. This is what the Kenneth Darrow live for Julien Defoe to inherit. This is the kind of thing we have been fighting against the government. The work they are talking about on the November 19th is that is what they should be working for. This is what the Labour Party should be working for. This is what Skerrit should be calling for the people of Dominica to work for. Their living condition, the millions they got after Hurricane Maria, after international community put money. People donate money to Dominica. And you have people in this situation and you want to force and continue stealing election on the people of Dominica to do what you want, to get your full dictatorship. So I'm calling on the world and the international community who sent money for Dominica after the passage of Hurricane Maria 5 years ago. I need them to hold Skerrit, the Prime Minister of Dominica, so-called dictator, to hold him accountable for the money they sent to Dominica. Yeah, I want them to hold Skerrit accountable and hold him accountable for the people he have victimized because they wasn't supporting him. They did not get assistance and help from the international community money they sent to Dominica. My people, my world, I'm calling on you. Dominicans, I'm calling on you to stand up and resist that dictatorship. Resist Skerrit. Resist a man that leads in a country, and if you're not supporting him, you will not get help, you will not eat. We have to fight and resist us. We are in Dominica. We are not in communist China. We are not in Russia or neither North Korea. And we the people of Dominica need to put our eyes on the Communist Party of China, because we have to know if they are influencing Skerrit to do that shit he want to do there. We have to watch. People cannot be begging for help because they're not supporting you. You have to victimize them because their family working with government. You have to fire, and they talk against you. You have to fire them, or you have to fire their children. Victimize people for power. Victimize people. Stealing election for the past time. If you wasn't stealing election for the past years, yeah, because you have a legacy of stealing election. If you wasn't stealing election, you'll have a righteous election. More houses. I told you, Bagatelle and Fonshenja is dirty with houses. Dirty with houses. As you can see. You see, I'm not lying. 5 years after Hurricane Maria, Skerrit, what you do with the international community money? What you do with it? How comes up till now you haven't rebuilt not one house for a person in Bagatelle? How comes you victimizing the people? How comes you have Bagatelle Fonshenja people suffering? Today is a rainy day. And see how people living in the community under tarpaulin. You're not helping the people after 5 years after election. 5 years after election, you're not helping the people. The people want help. The people want help. You have money to make big rally, big song system. You have money sharing, and you're not helping the people just for you to stay in power, just for you to get your full dictatorship. See the state of the people 5 years after Hurricane Maria. How far you want to go? Dominica is not going anywhere under you. Dominica is getting worse and worse. Every day Islam study talking about election. When you have 2 more years to go for election, just want to bold-facedly steal another election. And for you to call victory, for the world to think the people of Dominica like you so much, you're doing so good, the country moving forward. I'm living in Dominica, I'm there. The country, Dominica, is not going anywhere. Dominica is backward. Dominica is the 10th poorest country in the world. And scarcity is making it worse for Dominica. I want the world to know scarcity is making it worse for Dominica. We're not going nowhere. You just want to be in the power to enrich yourself. You have millions already. What again you want? See the amount of millions you have. What you want? I know you want protection for life. I know you want protection for life because I know you don't want to pay for what you do to Dominica. I know you don't want to pay for what you did. You want protection for life. Dominica is the poorest country. Every other Caribbean country, we were the first country in the Caribbean. We are the last country in the OECS. And you want to make the world in the international community think, the OECS, the Caribbean leaders think that you are the best. We love you in Dominica. You're doing good. You must tell them you're still in election. And the country is not going anywhere. You enrich yourself and keep the people poor. You building mansion over mansion. And the country poor. What else you want? Take your millions and go with it. Come out here. Come out on our back, scare it. Come out Dominica. You can even come out Dominica. Go where you want. Come out in the country. We tired with you. We tired of you still in election. And want to make the Caribbean leaders and the world think you good. You good where? If you good, everybody good in the world. We cannot take that. We're calling on the international community, the OECS leaders. Don't try to duck, don't try to hide. We are one community. Put pressure on Scarit. Talk to Scarit. Advise Scarit. The work you want to have on November 19th is a work to give people good housing, good growth, Bagatelle function. We are in need of it. Up till now, you haven't rebuilt not one house in Bagatelle. I will show the world all the foundation, the houses that get destroyed after Maria, during Maria. I will show them all the foundations. You haven't rebuilt any house for people. Tarpaulin on people's houses. You enrich yourself. We're tired with you. The people you have following these things they're looking for. Feeding them. That is why they have to stay in your food. Because it's like if you go, they will die hungry.